Hello everyone, this is Dan Gramza and welcome to Gramza Market Studies for Tuesday, January 29th. Let's talk about that NASDAQ. Well, what we see here in this market is some weakness that came in on some fundamental data as we talked about in the advanced video. China slowed down a tad bit, but we're seeing some positive things with earnings in the United States, which created that little shadow on the bottom. I'm looking for an inside type day. I am not bearish on this market. Now, let's talk about the dollar. In the euro, it did firm up. The dollar got weaker. Look for a sideways move to slightly higher move in that market. Over in the Canadian dollar, it did trade below its bearish level. Magnitude change here, $230. I'm looking for an inside day in that market. And when it comes to interest rates, a sideways move, I think here makes sense. Sideways to lower. Unless we get weakness in the stock market, I am not looking for new highs in that market. And I'm also, if you look at the gold market, I'm also not looking for another dramatic push to the upside. Even though we found buyers here, the bearish level's been tightened up a bit. I think we need to be cautious when it comes to the long side in that market. Copper traded below its bearish level. Magnitude change there, $500 a contract, and it goes back to China slowing down because that represents 48% of the copper consumption. But I don't look for follow through to the downside. Maybe a penny or two, but not a dramatic move lower. I feel the same way about crude oil. I'm looking for an inside day in that market. And for soybeans, also an unchanged type day, inside type day for Tuesday. And that concludes today's market studies. Thank you for being with me. Look forward to being with you again. And as always, take care.